They're going crazy over your calculated distance. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, they're going crazy over your calculated distance. All right. See, one thing about yourself, you're very meticulous and you're very particular. All right, you are very meticulous and very particular. I need somebody to drop in the comments, y'all, before we start this video and say I did it on purpose, right? Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say I did it on purpose. Now, let me just go ahead and get this one thing straight, all right? The reason why you set yourself at a calculated distance is for your safety and theirs, all right? It's for your safety and theirs. And some people are going to be okay with that and some people won't. But most people are going to want more of you, which is going to be one of the talking points within this video. But just remember, anytime you've been to a zoo, all right? Anytime you've been to a zoo, they keep you at a safe and calculated distance, right? It's for your safety and theirs. Because guess what? Them animals don't know how you're going to respond. You may have a little switch knife or somebody may have a gun license to carry, but guess what? It's also for your safety. We done seen how gorillas have had babies just in one hand, just a whole living baby, just holding them up like, yeah, man, I'm finna eat some steak later on, And then we've seen lions wanting to eat, two bagels with eggs on the side, and I forgot, an arm on the side. Yeah. So we know how dangerous it can get when you're not at a calculated distance. But that's the same thing with yourself and your enemies, or yourself and family, or yourself and coworkers. Y'all know what I'm saying. What I'm saying, y'all, is that you keep yourself at a calculated distance, all right? Close enough for you to be able to get to where you need to be, but far enough to where people can't just pull up on you. I mean that figuratively and I mean that physically. You're close enough to where you can still get to them or they can still get to you, but far away enough to where a person can't just pull up on you. You are at a calculated distance. It protects you and them. All right? It protects you and them. And so within this video, y'all, we're going to speak about why they are going crazy over your calculated distance. All right? Like I said, y'all, you're very meticulous and particular. You know what you're doing. Yeah. And what makes it fun and also intriguing is that they don't know what you're doing. All right. And so we're going to go ahead and get directly into this video, y'all. But before we do so, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's get right into this banger, y'all. Number one, it makes them want more, all right? It makes them want more. More of you, more of your time, more of your energy, more of your resources, just more. You get me? People can't stand when they only get a little bit of it. Why y'all think the Chinese spot say, we got shrimp fried rice, we got chicken, we got not sour cream chicken, sweet and sour chicken, we got General TSO chicken, just fry some chicken, try chicken, right? And so they're always trying to get you to get chicken because they know you ain't gonna be satisfied with that little piece of chicken. You like, hey man, let me get a whole plate of that. Let me get some of that on the side, all right? Especially us black people, boy. We ain't satisfied. We got to get the whole thing, right? But the point is, y'all, is that it makes them want more. It's a calculated distance. I want a little bit more, all right? Imagine being inside of a desert, okay, with only access to one bottle of water. You may break it up into little sips, but you know you want some more of that water. You're going to want more and more of that water. In fact, you need more and more of that water. And that's how they perceive and look at you. When you're at a calculated distance, it makes them want more of you versus you always being around and now it's like they've become used to your presence. No, you want people looking at your presence as a treat. Okay, somebody drop in the comments and say, my presence is a treat. All right, you want people looking at your presence as a treat. and not looking at your presence as if, oh yeah, well that's just little such and such, or that's just little Bam Bam, or that's just such and such. No, I don't want to be just such and such. Everybody, y'all remember the movie Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins? Everybody, Clyde is outside. Clyde is outside. Yeah, I want to be Clyde. Don't treat me like Roscoe. I'm like Clyde. All right? My presence is a treat. Number 2, people cling to confusion over clarity. People cling to confusion over clarity. I know that sounds so crazy. I know it do, y'all. I know it do. But you got to understand, confusion in this world equates to excitement, and clarity in this world equates to boring. Okay? And so this is just like the consistent man versus the inconsistent man. You know why the consistent man is loved by a few people and the inconsistent man is loved almost by everybody? Because he keeps them in excitement. He keeps them in awe. He keeps them on their toes. Don't know what he gonna do next. You don't know if he gonna go to church tomorrow or go to the club. You don't know if he gonna pull up with roses tomorrow or show up with a cactus. You don't know what he gonna do. It's excitement. But the consistent man, he comes with his roses on Tuesday. He comes with his, dinner on Wednesday. He comes with the word on Sunday, right? He just have everything laid out. Unfortunately, people look at clarity as boring and confusion as excitement. And so with that being said, family, you have to be at a calculated distance to where people don't know your every move. In other words, let them cling to the confusion about you versus clinging to clarity on you. Number 3, the perfect duality for love and hate. It's the perfect duality for love and hate. All right? Perfect example, family. Don't you love being around your family? But man, you can start hating being around family. You start remembering why you don't even be around family like that. Now, this is not everybody's family. I'm very aware. Some people have good family. Some people come from a good background, a great foundation. Some people come from, those who love them strongly. But for the people who go through this a lot more than the average, all right, people who come from dysfunctional homes and toxic homes and stuff like that, man, you start looking like, I can't wait for this family reunion to be over with. Boy, I can't wait to get back home and talk to my spouse about what my auntie did or what this person did, right? You can't wait to get back into your own space. So it's like the perfect duality for love and hate. Like, I love you. I love you a lot, but I hate your ways. I hate to be around what you do. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, this is not all family. Some people come from loving homes and non-dysfunctional places and stuff like that. And some people love being around their family. Don't get me wrong. And everybody go through different things. Don't get me wrong on that. All right. Everybody's family is not perfect. Even the good ones, they have, I'm sure imperfections in there. It's just about how people handle their imperfections. But the point is, y'all, very similar to family. It's like the perfect duality for love and hate. I'm at a calculated distance. I ain't all up on you, but at the same time, I can get access to you and vice versa. Number 4, controlled access. Okay, controlled access. This is what I've been talking about. All right. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say your access is limited. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say your access is limited. Reno, what is controlled access? When you think about making an appointment at the doctor, that's controlled access. Like, everybody has access to the doctor, right? But it's controlled because you got to get your insurance up. You got to make sure you pay the deductible. You got to be able to pay the bill. Or either you're going to have to set it up to pay the bill later. Then on top of that, you can't just pull up. You can't just show up. You got to make an appointment. This is the doctor, not free communion. You get what I'm saying? So it's controlled access. That's what keeps the doctor moving in a structural pace or at a structural pace and routine. You get what I'm saying? Because of control access. Once again, y'all, this is what you do. You're in a position to where you are accessible, but it is controlled. And that keeps people going crazy over your calculated distance. It's calculated. Number 5, y'all, the last thing is going to be this right here. The law of detachment, all right? The law of detachment. And what this is basically is releasing things you cannot control, all right? Releasing things you cannot control. It is the law of detachment. Let's talk about the emotional available person and the emotional unavailable person. The reason why the emotional unavailable person is so attractive and people go so crazy over them is because they are looked at as a mystery. They're looked at as this excitement. They're looked at as someone who can be won over versus the person who's emotionally available. They're looked at as they've already been won over, right? They've already been won over. They're like, well, we don't have anything to look forward to. There's not a prize involved. They already want me. And unfortunately, in this twisted world we live in, a person who wants you is the undesirable person. It's funny. To desire something, it gets you undesired. But when you don't desire something, all of a sudden, the world opens up to you. The point is, y'all, is that when you are in a calculated distance, you are actually practicing the law of detachment. You are teaching yourself how to let go of things that you can't control. So what if she does not want me to have a number? So what if he does not want to marry me? So what if she does not want to, hang out with me? So what if he does not see my value? I see my value. It's the law of detachment. Let it go. And I promise you, whatever you let go will surely find you. Whether it's that same flesh or if it's another being, same spirit. All right. But fam, let's go ahead and do a recap and then we'll get up out of here. Number 1, it makes them want more. Number 2, people cling to confusion over clarity. Number 3, the perfect duality for love and hate. Number 4, controlled access. And number 5, y'all, the law of detachment. Be sure to get you a Yes Sir t-shirt, Yes Sir hoodie, book a one-on-one session with your boy, and you can check out any one of my books. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.